Yeah, those deja vu. Cool. Hey, look. Yeah, those deja vu. Didn't you already say that? Huh? Hey, look. Yeah, those deja vu. Stop messing with my head!
Hello everybody and welcome to the diaries. My voice might sound a little bit on the scratchy side. I was dealing with a cold for a while and, and passed most of it except for that which sets in my lungs because of my bronchitis, and that which set in my throat and sits there and goes scratch, scratch, scratch. So sorry if it sounds a little funky. Anyway, today is January the 1st. It is New Year's Day. And I'm looking at the new year and thinking, boy, it looks a heck of a lot like the old year, but maybe it'll be better as time goes by. There are a few things that are going on this year that are pretty exciting, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I'm working on Metaverse Adventures, the virtual reality theme park. We're going to have a update to the theme park release coming up in a couple of months. I will let you know when it happens. At least I think it's in a couple of months. I'm pretty sure it's not sooner or later than that. There is going to be a road trip this year out to Southern California. Now, this is going to be a little different than you're used to if you've watched all the ones in the past. Because I'm not going by myself, I'm not going with my friend Charles, I'm not going with my daughter. I am going with my son. A lot of you probably, aside from the fact that you don't know I have a son, have never seen him. He's been in one episode. And that was the one with the aquarium, one of the aquarium episodes. Anyway, we're going to go out there and I will film that for your enjoyment and my own as well. And then hopefully I'm going to be getting some new material for, I don't mean material, I mean stuff, for the Haunted Mansion homage, because I want to move the room around a little bit. It's been in the same layout for as long as I've lived here. Well, that's not really true. It's been the same layout for 2 years short of as long as I've lived in this particular branch of the, or corner of Darkslade Manor, which I'm in my 9th year here. Well, I'm about to go up on my 10th year here, in this particular place. Not in this particular complex. I've been in this complex for 20 years. Anyway, so I want to do some rearranging, and you know, it's been a long time since I had a chance to stretch my creative wings out, so I'm going to spread them puppies, and hopefully I won't knock anything over while I'm flapping them. The Adventureland porch needs all kinds of work done to it, and we're going to hop on that quite a bit, because I want it back to, I don't want it back to what it was, because I can't make that awning again, but I want to put it to where it's it looks like what it represents. Yeah. I used a lot of, well, I only used one big word. That wasn't even a big word, in any case. So that's going to be happening in the next year. More music from Waiting for Waffles, Edward Darkslade, and 6 of 1 coming up. I'm going to try to promote that a little more. And then finally, the big thing are Darkslade games. I am diving into it. I've said I'm going to dive into it before, but I actually have been. And I've got one program that I'm working on, one game which might come out earlier than some of the others. It's a simple platformer, but I didn't use a real person this time. Well, that's not 100% true. That's 99% true. I took one of my cast member photos and I made a AI character. And so I took that AI character and put them through their paces, and whereas it's definitely easier, definitely faster, it looks really good, it lacks personality. It doesn't have the same feel per se, but I still think I'll be able to make some good games using this method. I'm using some AI created characters for the other games too, as villains and monsters and scenery and stuff like that. So you may be wondering why I got so deep into AI when I was mentioning on several episodes how much AI is really a pain. Well, I guess it all comes down to how you use it. If you use artificial intelligence to drive your car, well, yeah, I'm not going to get behind that. If you use artificial intelligence to mask characters to make fake, deep fake videos and that kind of thing, I'm not going to get behind that either. I'm using AI basically as a creation tool. As I've said many times, I'm not getting any younger, and a lot of my graphic abilities, my creative abilities with hand are, well, they ain't what they used to be. I still have a black belt in Photoshop, and I can do that kind of thing, but the basic initial creations do not come easy for me anymore. So using this, basically, I will tell you what I do in just a second. Basically using this to supplement how I do game creation, it's really making it so I can actually get back into it and, you know, move along at a good pace. Now what I do is I use a combination of text to graphic and graphic to graphic, and I will make a basic graphic, what I want. I'll take some photos and put them together. I'll do some Photoshop and make a scene or something like that. Then I'll run that through AI to regenerate the characters, and if it's like I'm making a monster or something like that, to generate a realistic looking creature from my hand scratch. So it's a lot of stuff like that, and I'm also using it to help with the theme park, basically in some graphical areas that I wanted to make extra special spooky. So yeah, so the new year has got a lot of stuff coming. The one thing that's not coming is I'm still making diddly money, and I'm paying out more than I'm paying in, or getting in, and hopefully that's going to change. Not the job, not quitting my job, but that's going to change over the course of the next couple of months. And yeah, there you go. And you knew I was going to say, and yeah, eventually, so I did. So, now you know what's coming up in the coming year, and it almost took me that long to tell you what it was. Without any further ado, let's get going. You know, I did the hello everybody thing like 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. And then nothing happened between that. I've had a lot going on, but for some reason, I did not turn on the camera for any of it. So, I don't know. What is that? So, let me tell you where we're at right now. Nowhere! We're here inside Darkslade Manor, and I am in the process of cleaning it up. Now, here's one of the things. Christmas was last month, right? Almost 4 weeks ago. I took my stuff down outside, and it's been sitting here in a pile ever since. It's like I've decided not to do anything with it. Well, I'm trying to do something with it now. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, it gets dark here about 4:07. Don't be funny. It gets dark here about 5:30. So I'm kind of dashing around right now to get some of this stuff taken care of. And I'm very disgusted with myself right now, and I'll tell you why. Down here on the floor, around my tray, I am embarrassed to tell you, I'm not going to show you, but I'm embarrassed to tell you, There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fast food bags. That is how lazy I have been as far as taking care of this place. I've been doing things, nothing of any consequence. I can't really tell you much except for, we did music the other day, and I have been working on the games a little bit. But I have been just Mr. Droopy in the Poopy Pants.
Ew.
Well, maybe not in the Poopy Pants, but Droopy Pants is good enough. With everything that needs to be done. I even have stuff out in my car, some of the pirate stuff that used to be out on the porch. I took it to work because we showed a movie. We showed the Pirates of the Caribbean movie at work for bowling in a movie, it's called now. So you can bowl and then the movie is going right behind you. And it's still sitting in my car. I brought it back like 5 days ago. So, which is kind of entertaining, really, because I had the skeleton in the passenger seat, and yeah, it gets some looks. Anyway, so there's that too. So there's just a bunch of stuff, So now that you know the sad tale of whoa, I'm going to now move on to other things. Here we go. Whee! All right, here's the AI project I'm working on. The kid there is not anybody. She's AI generated using different graphics and pictures and so forth of my different cast members. And you see the smooth action. Basic idea is to create the character, design the character entirely in one specific position, and then I use AI to make her move, to animate her around. And the background is generic stuff that I've had for a while. Oh look, a sound effect. And upon completing a area, you come to this screen, which then moves you to the next area. Now there is a tiny bit more to it than just that. Here we see our heroine walking along here, and I added one more animation I have in here. Like I say, I don't have a heck of a lot done here, but this basic stuff only took maybe about an hour and a half to do after I created the characters. Creating the characters is very long. Watch this. This is one of the other games. There are several that are being worked on. Some are closer to completion than others. This one is called Trapdoor Dungeon. And it's a simple dungeon crawler, but it's a roguelike. So every time you go through the dungeon, it's different. If you you die, you don't. You only keep your stats. And but you don't get to keep anything that you were carrying outside of your weapon, which is a poopy kind of dust shotgun. Here's our hero Grayson running around in there, trying to stop evil things. And those birds, they will get on your nerves rapidly. You'll see why in just a second. There you go. Anytime you get caught by a bird in a level, you get taken to a special level. And the special level is a one-hit kill type level. Actually, one hit end the game. In this case, you got to squish the bugs and avoid the plant. The plant doesn't move, but the bugs do all over the place. And that's the basic of that particular scene. Then, once you get back to your map, original, the objective is to find a small flashing red light, which will tell you where the trapdoor is. And there it was. When you go through the trapdoor, you escape the level, you get your bonus, and you continue on the next level. And it goes on such like this, and goes to many places. There's Right now, every level has, every dungeon has 4 levels, including the boss level, which is the 4th level. So right now I have 3 dungeons completely finished. I'm starting the 4th one, and there's probably going to be 6 in all, so that will be plenty of levels, and it does not get any easier. And after a while, you learn to hate those birds. Be a smart aleck. I feel depressed, I feel so bad. So have a tequila! I don't remember who gifted it. I just remember it was gifted to the band some 4 years ago. Gravity sucks right there. In the meantime, we use a keyboard to do the harmonica. Since I'm playing the harmonica, I'll handle the keyboard on the harmonica.
Isn't there a harmonica sitting on one of the pianos?
Both of them have harmonica. Go ahead and play it. That's what we said, right? E and then A on the harmonica. What it is. Oh, golly, gosh, yeah, what's that? Okay, hello! I knew you were there. We're gonna end this episode right here. This episode was, well, it had some stuff in it anyway. But it's been a really kind of a weird week, several weird weeks in a row. And I'm just glad I was able to get one out in January. So, our next episode, I can tell you this, it will have more stuff in it, it will be more interesting, and it will be sugar-free. So, next episode is going to come out in a couple of weeks. It's not, I promise you, it's not going to take as long as it did for this one. This was just ridiculous. I mean, I started it on the 1st and then proceeded to do nothing until recently. So, anyway, so next episode, more stuff. I promise. And in the meantime, you guys have yourselves a couple of really good weeks that were better than the last 4. Sounds like a plan. End of line.